Hi, I'm Medina, Widening and Participation Assistant at GM Hire. We work with schools and colleges in Greater Manchester providing information, advice and guidance on higher education. Welcome to Part 7 of our What Can I Study workshop. In this workshop, we will focus on higher education courses related to education and social work. We will take a look at a variety of courses related to education and social work and also have a look at a few potential career options related to these subject areas. Before we start, pause the video if you need to and take 2 minutes to make a list of all the courses you can think of related to education and social work. Then move on to the next slide to see some of the courses available. These are just some of the higher education courses available, all related to education and social work. Read through them and compare our list to the list that you've created. This slide shows that there are lots of different courses available in just these subject areas. We'll now focus on 3 specific courses to show you more detail about them. But for more information on other courses that we don't mention today, ucas.com is a really useful website. Let's start by taking a look at primary education. Primary education at Manchester Metropolitan University teaches you the skills you need to become a primary school teacher. Examples of key topics are how to teach reading, writing and maths, how to write lesson plans for your class, and how to plan lessons. You'll go on placements in each year of study, gaining experience in teaching with pupils aged 3 to 11. To gain entry on this particular course, you'll need grades BBC at A level. Now we'll go on to take a look at social work. Social work is a course for those who are keen to make a difference. This course at the University of Bolton will provide you with the skills and knowledge you'll need for a successful career in supporting people in complex and challenging situations. It combines university learning, work-based placements and professional skills development. The entry requirements for this particular course are 120 UCAS tariff points. And the third course we'll be talking about today is Working with Children and Families. This is a foundation degree which is level 5 and is 2 years in length that you can study at Trafford College Group. It's awarded by Sheffield Hallam University and some of the main topics of this course are safeguarding, working together, research theory and learning and development. To gain entry to this particular course, you'll need either 64 UCAS tariff points or at least 2 years experience of working with young children. For our second activity, take 2 minutes to think about the possible careers that are related to education and social work and again, make a list. Pause this video now if you need to. Here are some of the careers that we've come up with. Did you think there were this many careers related to education and social work? Visit prospects.ac.uk to see what other options there are available. Now, we will explore some specific careers in more depth. Teaching English as a foreign language or as a TEFL teacher, you'll use a range of materials to encourage students to communicate with each other in English to improve their overall proficiency. You will learn to support them with their listening, speaking, reading and writing skills. You can work in a variety of settings including language schools and higher education institutions both in the UK and overseas. Classes are usually always taught in English, even for beginners, so knowing a second language isn't necessary but it may be useful. The salary for an English as a foreign language teacher can vary depending on the country and your employer. But the standard salary in the UK is around £14,000 to £25,000 and with experience this can rise up to £33,000. Teaching English as a foreign language abroad, in some countries you can earn much higher. China and Japan are really good examples of this. Social workers support individuals and families through difficult times and ensure that vulnerable people are protected from harm. They tend to specialise in supporting either children and families or vulnerable adults. In this role, you have a duty to abide by the relevant legislation and the power to enforce it. The typical starting salary is around £22,000 and experienced social workers can earn up to around £40,000. To gain entry into this career, you will need at least an honours degree in social work, and your degree must be accredited by one of the 4 regulators for social work. The third career we'll be talking about in this workshop is play therapists. Working as a play therapist can be a hugely rewarding and interesting career. As a play therapist, you'll work with children aged 3 to 11, using play as a communication tool to understand their world and to help them deal with emotional distress such as abuse, neglect, bereavement and divorce. The standard starting salaries for play therapists are around £25,000 to £35,000, with this progressing to around £60,000 with experience. To join this career, you will need to get a relevant postgraduate qualification after your first degree, and you'll also need to register with the British Association of Play Therapists. We've come to the end of Part 7. Thank you for taking part. Now go to Part 8 to get more sources of useful information so you can do some of your own browsing in your own time. Please also take a moment to complete our short survey and tell us what you think about this workshop.